Kia ora and welcome back to North Harbour Stadium, QBE Stadium. And we are ready for the second game of the opening day of the Pasifika Youth Cup of 2022. Already we've seen Tonga with a good win over the Cook Islands. Well, now we're in for some real fun, as we say, Bulavanaka to Fiji. And not long after that, we'll be saying Whakaalofa Lahiatu to the team from Niue. So glad to be with you. On a rapana back alongside. And Hone, I mean, everyone's going to think, oh, Fiji, size, speed, ball flying everywhere, all those sort of stereotypes and cliches. Is it accurate to use that, or is it something that there's a little bit more to these young crop coming through this particular team?
So accurate, Nigel, so accurate. You know, we've got players that are so used to the hot burning sun, the not so great fields as well. So for them out there to play on this field in particular, what a gem that's going to be for them to be able to put their culture out there on the field today for Fiji.
You saw that Fijian side, which will be coached by Stephen Smith, and they've got some wonderful talent wearing the traditional Fijian attire, white trimmed with black. They make their way out onto the stadium. There you see, nice for that young man as well, leading out. Under 18 side of Fiji. And this is an under 18 tournament, the Pasifika Youth Cup. And there we see the team from Niue. Interesting name that you might see there, and usually number 14, I'm sure a few eyes will be going to. Malakai Tony, confirmed that is the son of former warrior, Motu Tony. And again, some very good talent that is coming through. You see the pride on that young man's face at the front. That's what it's all about. That is the whole direction of this tournament, just encapsulated in that smile on it.
Yeah, great moment here for Niue, being able to represent their tribe, represent their island. Without a doubt, due to the work of Philip Tasmania and all the efforts that are shown behind in the background. He's been one of the biggest pushers of Pasifika Aotearoa Collective to be able to create these initiatives for all our young people, not only to represent culture, but to embrace the language, embrace the singing and everything that comes with it in terms of Pasifika Youth Cup.
As always, it comes with the wonderful, rich, vibrant Pasifika identity. There will be some challenges, bit of singing prior to the start of this contest. Game 2, day 1. Pasifika Youth Cup. 3 more games to follow this one. You get to see Aotearoa Māori versus the Tongan development side. And then Tonga come back to face Niue. Big quick afternoon, big quick day's work for the team from Niue. And then Aotearoa Māori taking on the Cook Islands. 4 games tomorrow, then 3 on final Sunday. Blue of Niue.
Just as our 2 sides prepare for their traditional war dance, they will be presenting the best haka at the end of this competition as well. So looking forward to what Niue shares, what Fiji shares. We've seen Mate Mātonga with the Sipitau this morning. And of course, the Cook Islands there as well.
So who gets to judge that?
Yeah,
who is
well.
John Devonshire tournament organiser given that lovely, easy task too?
Well, I think the Samoan will be judging the Fijians, and the Fijians will be judging the Māori haka today. But I guess the point about it is, where else can they display this culture? Where else can they go in spaces in Aotearoa where they're able to practice, where they're able to revive some of these practices that they're doing today?
Here is Fiji now. So they will wait, and it's going to be Niue to begin.
Wonderful work there from the Niue men.
And lovely as well from Fiji, acknowledging it too. You saw the passion in the number 8, Shane Bacon. Towards the front edge of that challenge.
That's what we're talking about, Nigel. They've been holding that stuff in. Where else can they put that? Where else can they show their culture and show with such passion and determination as well? Here comes the hymns from Fiji. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for Game 2 of the Pasifika Youth Cup. It's Fiji taking on Niue here at North Harbour Stadium.
It was lovely too, just to see the young fella with the Fiji flag draped around him right in the middle of that hymn and that prayer. Now we are in readiness. Our match officials have been warming up very diligently, under the eye, by the way, of my co-commentator, Honi Rapana, who was watching them go through their paces.
Yep, our match official for this one is Viggo Rasmussen, supported by Epiha Murukete, a young Māori boy here, applying his trade in the officials' realm. And of course, one of our New Zealand top referees in rugby league, Paki Parkinson, on the other side.
It's lovely to hear the opportunity not only for young players, but young officials as well being offered here at the Pasifika Youth Cup. Game 2, day 1, Niue versus Fiji. First use of the ball for Fiji.
I'm looking for the energy that Niue is going to bring. They'll be excited to be able to put their strip on, to be able to sing their songs, and now they're out here playing the game. So expecting a bit of energy from Niue in this first 15 minutes.
Lomo Kamutoa there with the shot. Fiji, Shane Bacon, saw the passion he showed during the haka. They work right-hand edge through Aria. Usaya Aria in jersey number 12.
Great tackle there from Josiah Vahaakolo of Fifita, number 6 for the Niue side.
Seru Mbuke carries from the right wing side. Just short of halfway.
Referee calls 15 last. Short kick
through.
Here.
That's good space. That's good space found. That's really good space found. And oh, I thought for a moment Salamba was away. Just didn't set up for Waisaki. But that was a great kick, Hone, because there was acres of space back there for that ball to land.
He kicked it right between himself and the opposition player, but it was the bounce of the ball that determined where it was going.
We've already seen what a cruel mistress the ball can be.
Niue now with the first opportunity to attack, coming 30 metres out from 20 metres out from their own try line. Here they go.
You see some good, strong opening charge. See Ali Onesi is the dummy half. Good foot speed being shown there as Niue out to the 40-metre mark. There you see Taisone Siale Onesi.
Great scoop from dummy half there, catching the markers out.
He's a real live wire, I'm told, in terms of the fact that he will look for those opportunities to try and attack. Fiene Sieto coming up. Axel Ray Fiene Sieto. Now just nice settler there from Zachariah Stevenson.
Referee calls final. Niue a bit compressed on their attack.
Go away. Little kick through here from Wairehu. A little bit awkward. Yeah, it's a bit niggly, but done nicely there by Maseri. Daniela Maseri working over on the left wing for Fiji. Opportunity for Salam Biao to carry.
Both sides completing their first sets, making it to the kick. We're looking for the first mistake here to turn the momentum of the game.
A good even start in the opening 3 minutes of this one. Both teams defensively up to the task. There's a big body, good carry by Anmol Ndiao.
Drove him back in that tackle as well.
Yeah, but slow to get back up and again, looking for space. That's another really good kick and tracking across. Finesietu. And Axel Ray cleans that one up. But 2 kicks in the opening 3.5 minutes, Hone, and both of them finding the grass, not the man's hands. Good recognition of the spacing behind the line by Fiji. That's a good scamper as well from Filippo Talisao.
And the penalty to go with it.
Nice work, Jericho, Filippo Talisao. Lovely to talk last night to the manager of the Niue team, talking about the side and again how it's come together. It's, again, just part of the story. Every team seems to have a story around how they became and then started creating their story as a team. Just adds to it. There's so many lovely layers. That's James Tulisi again on the carry. Nice little short ball here for Ben Penny. He's a very good young player as he spins away, still going, Ben Penny, and the offload as well.
And he resets again the prop board.
And
numbers out here.
Good quick hands, tackle coming through.
Referee, let's play on.
Well, Niue hot on attack. Fiji have to D up. Saw Bacon. It's folded back. Oh, early questions here for Fiji being posed by Niue. It's a good tackle. Though they won't mind the extra space here, I think, Niue.
Final.
Short
ball, they're going to run at this one.
Why not?
Just needs to reach, and the referee sees a forward pass there.
Well, I thought for a moment there that Tulisi was just going to waltz on through, but just that little short ball from Taisone Siale Onesi. Was that one there? Back on angle of it. Referee in good position.
Fiji coming out of their own half. Driven back in the tackle here, taking him 5 metres up from his own try.
Well, I think Danny Bernard, the coach of Niue, will be very pleased with the way his charges have started this game. They
showed it from their cultural presentation. Ooh. And there's the big hit, and a referee calls penalties, 2 on 1 strip.
Pasifika Tuyano, one of 2 brothers in this particular side. Tuyano, Josefa is on the bench. We'll see him later on. Jersey number 10. A set of brothers as well on the Niue side. Plenty of chat, you can hear it.
Drop ball off the first run there by Fiji.
Joseph Hennings with the carry. You can hear them. Well, they were fired up in the haka and they've been able to carry that emotion into the game, but there is also a good degree of control as well. This is a great start for Niue. We're going to get the scrum, 40-metre mark. The whole back line, though, it's stacked away to the right of your screen as you see it. Even though they've got this big blindside to the bottom of your screen, you've got all 6 players of the back line stacked away to the right.
They go that way. There's numbers out there as well. Here we go with some space.
And that's stepping back inside. Missing Niue. Zarius missing Niue. Oh, nice quick play the ball again, and good work. This is nice from Niue. Sialio Nisi gets that one away there to Tulisi.
Fiji not making it back to 10 metres. Vigo Rasmussen penalises them again. The penalties are building up against Fiji.
Nicely trying to work that there. Going outside. Oh, that's just too easy for Big Ben Penny. And he's over and Niue at the front.
As we shared, Nigel, he's been showing the passion, the drive, the intensity since the performance, taking it into the game. Fresh try in the first half here between Niue and Fiji. Ben Penny.
He's a member of the New Zealand residents under 16 back in 2020. Just look at that little bit of a goose, and then he's taken some bodies with him. A great start for Niue. They'll be pleased with the way they've started. A very good coaching setup. Headed by Danny Bernard. Here is Augustine Filippo to attempt the conversion. Filippo will be disappointed with that one. But a great start for Niue. They have the lead.
If anything, it's a reflection of what we've seen from the teams making their way onto the field. A little bit casual, I have to say, by Fiji coming into the field and coming to the game. And you've seen the other side of Niue there with the passion, intensity going right up, and it's displaying that in their game.
There's a little bit more animation coming from the Fiji side now. It's got a timeout being called here by our referee. Just waiting here. The kicking tee.
I think our Fiji's team was tempted to restart with the drop kick.
David Kama. Rocking the mohawk like that. So guys love the Mr. T throwback. Restart.
Great kick, great kick.
That's a very good kick.
In play as well. No, referee's called time.
And now straight away we see that energy change in Fiji. No, they've got a great opportunity now.
As much as we're asking for character and energy, you can see that Fiji were displaying the virtual patience. So now they got an opportunity to get some points on the board.
Line drop out. Nice strike, get it out to around 35. There's Kama. Ooh, a little bit of a juggle there.
Fiji look to go blindside. Nope, they come open.
Carey showing go. Oh, good leg strength, good leg drive. Still going as he got there.
Not quite in short fire.
Oh, goodness me. Salam Biao, not far away and just burrowing forward but driven back.
Little white line fever there, got a bit hungry.
Come away to this left-hand side. Kama takes on the bigger man. Gets flung back. Like the intent, though, from David. Keep going. Here he is having another crack. Salam Biao. Kama. Nice step. There's some space there.
Turnover.
Niue still with the advantage, having repelled that attack. So now they look to work away.
This next set here will be a great test for Niue. No, referee calls it back. You can see a few of their forwards just bundling in there behind the ruck. Bit of fatigue kicking in.
Well, it is a warm day. We have to say there is a little bit of a breeze, which I'm sure will just drop the temperatures down a touch, but it'll be just that. It will be only a touch. There's barely a cloud in the sky. The sun is really starting to beat down. Forecast I saw was looking around sort of that 27, 28. That's a great run there by Penny again.
He's really stood out so far for Niue.
Finding space as well. That's a really nice kick. Back and taking this one.
Yep, they caught the Fijian fullback standing flat. Kicked in and
Mbula.
behind him.
Yeah, good work. Just caught slightly out of position. There was Mbula. Comes in Buke. Off the wing. Busy work. Kamotora again with the tackle.
Early kick, short kick.
Again looking for that space. Will that one sit up? And it does. It sits up for Fiji. Offload. Open field. And you don't give a Fijian open space. He gone.
They tried it 3 times, that short kick, and sure enough on the 3rd attempt, they get the goods.
Nice reply from Fiji, and we're all locked up with the kick to come.
That's not your typical go-to play within your 20 metres, is it, Nigel?
But they've seen, look, as you say, 3rd time the charm. They have seen the space, and there is plenty of gap in there. It's a good, accurate kicking game. That's a nice pick up there by Salah Mbiao, and then just give it to the man with the gas. Italiana, my city, and away he go. Good strike back from Fiji.
Once again, it's the bounce of the ball. It's been a real challenging way to understand where the ball's going on this field today. We've had a few attempts from the previous game with Tonga and Cook Island where the bounce of the ball didn't go the way that the players wanted to.
Sure
but this time,
Peru Donaldson still can't believe that ball zigged when it was meant to zag.
But this time, Fiji capitalised on that opportunity. Take it as it is and bring up the points. 6-4.
Kami Ratu Mboa, I should say. He was the man who actually kicked. And he's getting the hold as well. Maybe a bit more breeze down there than what I thought. Good work. Always feel if you the holder for a kick, you should be credited with some kind of assist in this modern statistically driven era. Fiji with the lead. 6-4. Really good opening stanza to the second game of the Pasifika Youth Cup.
It's a good battle, this one here, Niue and Fiji. We saw the blowout earlier from Tonga, but this one here, well, Niue started on fire.
Well, I mean, look, we can call it a blowout in terms of that final result, but earlier on in the day, Tonga, they raced out to a 28-0 lead. Cook Islands put in a really good shift in the second 30 minutes, so some real mental resilience. Final score was 36-4, but Cook Islands were very impressive. Good kick, nice take. Fiji have absorbed that first wave of Niue energy. Now Niue, can they respond? Buke coming in off that right wing again. You've already seen he's more than happy to come in and help the forwards out. Here's an error by Niue, giving the opportunity for Fiji the easy out from their own territory.
Fatigue starting to kick in for the Niue inside. All that passion, all that aggression starting to slow down now.
Do have to remind, there are 22-man squads for the tournament. Game day 17 or match 17 is named. Unlimited interchanges, so both coaches, Stephen Smith for Fiji and Danny Bernard for Niue, don't have to worry about numbers. They can roll them through as much as they want. Just trying to get them in the right spot.
Here with the restart of play. One of the things that our country is embracing is the ability to be able to change codes and do it so naturally.
Here comes away. Looking to go wide. Karma. It's not the greatest ball from Mbao. Trying to get to the outside where they had that luck before. Trying to find my city, the try scorer, looking to offload. And I think that's actually worked in their favour because I suspect that Kohiva, the centre for Niue, might have taken that out. And this again is one of the rule changes that we're running. It's come into effect for New Zealand Rugby League and 2022, there will be no scrum in this instance. It will just be a play the ball situation. If the ball is kicked into touch in general play, a player is tackled into touch, or if a ball is lost or passed or travels into touch, then the play will resume with a restart. It is Fiji. Oh, that's a tough ball. Referee says no, quite happy with that. Oh, again, here's Kama dancing, looking for the offload. Throws the forward pass, but that desire to keep the ball alive from Fiji. And this time, we will have a scrum.
Timely scrum as well. Both sides are starting to really suck in the big ones. You see that in terms of the tightness of the score as well. 6-4, Fiji over Niue, 12 minutes remaining in the first half.
So as well, the rules in place. You've got the standard drop goal for a point, but you'll see the red line marking the 40 metres. Anything from outside of 40, they'll earn you 2. There's Niue. That's a great ball into space and offend. And that is a really good play for Niue. They are on the front foot and going.
Great work from the dummy halves. Put his head down, scooted out of the ruck. Gains another 15 metres.
Fahakolo Fafita. There's the charge from Stevenson. Again, the Fijians infringe. And that's quick metres for Niue. And they'll look for touch. A chance to put Fiji under more pressure. On the 20-metre mark, they will restart. Away they go. Sewer Bacon. Takes a bit to stop Shane.
Tends to favour that line that he runs in terms of bringing it back against the opposition.
Filippo feeds. Oh, just trying to charge through. Gee, that was a tackle that needed to be made by Aria. Too easy though. Sia Leonissi.
Penalty going against them. Referee says double movement in that play. Great work from the prop forward with the quick play to ball.
Good positioning as well by referee Rasmussen, because he was right in spot. It is exactly what Taisoni Sialeonesi did. You saw him stop and then make that move. Good work by officials. As we always talk about, this early season for our players. Early season for our officials as well. And that ball kept alive. Fiji swarm on Filippo Talisao, and he's taken down. But Niue start again, less than 10 to play in the first. Good contest, game 2. Pasifika Youth Cup. Plenty of voice. It's the thing that, obviously, without having crowds in here, you get to hear the talk and the banter coming from the sideline. The communication from the players on the field as well.
And very vocal for 18-year-olds as well.
Well, that's the thing now. Communication's so key. So key in this modern game.
Niue making some substitution, bringing their big boys off.
Nice angle here. Good shunt. Can they get this one wide? Good hands. And Augustine Filippo won't get an easier finish than that in his career. And he can go straight away and thank his mates inside, because there was some delightful bit of handling in the finish to that one as Niue strike back and take the lead.
Great soft hands leading up to that one. At the same time, Nigel, we had 2 of their prop forwards make the substitution, so they were short by 2 players. However, Niue identified the space, capitalised off it as well.
Coming away here was the Hakolo Fafita. That's a great ball from Zachary Stevenson. Then another quick ball and an easy canter in for Augustine Filippo. Filippo, the first kick, has been relieved of those duties. It's going to be Kaivasachi Warehu. You see it once again. This ball here. Little bounce, then nice quick stuff here. That was smart as well by Kohiva. Could have very easily, as that conversion slides to the left there by Wairehu. Would have been very tempting for Spinks Kohiva to try and just bump and to try himself. Made the really smart play just to go. Quick hands.
Did the draw-in pass, gave the soft hands, left plenty of room for the winger. And great opportunity for the winger to bring it in a little bit closer. Unfortunate, the kicker, the conversion unsuccessful.
There's Augustine Filippo. Already mentioned before some of the Warriors development players who were involved in the Tonga game this morning. That man too, Augustino Filippo, part of that Warriors development program. Gee, only 7.5 to go in the first. It's been raced by. Here's the Mohawked David Kama. He's got his tee, lines up.
Got a great leg on him, Kama.
Deep.
Really making the catches work for it.
Here is Filippo, beats the first one.
Try to score it.
Gets Niue out to the 20 as they start. Bit in here, good contest. Trying to split the gap and muscle his way through.
Great work, Niue, taking it to the line before they offload or pass it out. Great work.
It's nice work. That carry, by the way, before. Normal door. Good work again, good leg drive. This is nice stuff. They look to come wide. It's the second of the Stevenson brothers, by the way, in
Penalty.
jersey number 24. Infringement by Fiji.
2 in a tackle.
See Ben Penny in there, number 12. Organising. Yes. Wairehu. It's like a Hikawai warrior from up north.
Mm-hmm.
This carry just short of the 30. Slide angle run again from Penny. Gets that ball away.
He's a special player, that Penny.
Folomo Kamotoa plays the ball. It's Malachi Tony in jersey number 14. Trying to dance his way through there is Wairehu. Going wide, there's Penny again. It's a great tackle by Kama. But again, Fiji have infringed. David Kama, that's big man, little man just with beautiful technique. That's how you bring him down. Here is Malachi Tony. Gets this next Niue wave underway, and Filippo with the carry coming in off the left wing. Tony surveying the options.
Great footwork.
Driving forward. Hetutu Davis has come on. No, Hetutu Davis in jersey number 16. As Danny Bernard's gone to the interchange bench. For Lomo Kamotoa. Takes a bit of stopping, does Alizé. They finally get him down. Tony. Wanting to go wide. Looking for the offload. Tackled there by Malachi Thama for Fiji. Little snipe, little go! Wow,
job.
what acceleration into the hole.
Job.
That was beautiful.
Great work from Niue. Been really patient, and even coming off the back of all those infringements, they've really been able to capitalise off it.
This is just straight gas from Jericho, Filippo, Dalisao. Watch this. There's a hole. I'm going through it. Split the defenders. Niue extend. They lead by 12-6. Kick to come. Really good 30 minutes so far. First half for that team on your screen. They Try and get fluids back into the body as quickly as they can as well. They'll be burning through them on what is a very warm day. Again, have we gone back to Filippo as the goal kicker? Strikes that one, and again he drags. So they've scored 3 tries, Niue, but have not been able to add the extras on all 3 occasions. Hence the advantage is 12-6.
Happily surprised with the display Niue is doing in this match here, game number 2 of Pasifika Youth Cup. I think Fiji are a little bit shell-shocked in some of the plays that Niue are able to come up with.
Fiji just have the 1 game today. They've got 2 tomorrow. Niue are back here at 3 o'clock to take on a very impressive Tongan side. Fiji play just once today. They're up twice tomorrow. They start against the Tongan Development at 11 o'clock on day 2 and then finish against Cook Islands at 5. There's Kama. Restarts. Very short, as Ono pointed out. Very short runner, but he got some distance. Oh, it's a nice step. There's Filippo.
Great run, 25 metres off their first hit up.
Tony.
So he's taking it to the line and giving it late. Great work from the forwards of Niue.
Well, when you got ball runners like Pene and Tulisi, why not use them? Now a nice angle back here from Kohiva.
Oh,
Still
man.
going as Spinks Kohiva. Trying to go to the outside. They corral him eventually. Great run.
Yeah, great discipline, great choice. Taking the tackle.
Bit of disarray in this Fijian defensive line. Can they take advantage of it?
Yep, they're short on the left-hand side of Fiji's defensive side.
Tony.
They
Go
can
out
shift,
wide.
they can shift.
Still got numbers there. It is Filippo Talisao runs into the defensive line. Bialco over there with the tackle. Little kick through.
Great take,
Sits
great.
up. That's nice work.
And a penalty to come with it. Referee calling a high tackle there against Niue. Fiji needed this. They needed to get out of their own half. They needed a break.
Less than 60 to go. I'm sure Stephen Smith, the coach of Fiji, would like to get his charges in and just have a wee chat. But this is super stuff from Spinks Kohiva.
Well, kick didn't go out. But they bounce of the ball again, Fiji.
Still going out. The
And an
offload.
Remember, they're only down
And
by
it's a foot
converted try.
race. Forget it. Forget it. We said it before. We'll say it again. Fijian in an open field. They gone.
Dangerous.
Right on the stroke of halftime too as well, Hono. That's an absolute dagger for Niue to give that one up. Great work, Fiji.
They can lock it up at the half as well with the conversion still to come. But great vision there by the Fijian side. Off the back of that kick yet again. Well, in this term, the kick wasn't quite planned there. They needed it to go out. However, the bounce of the ball, the offload, and he's away. And Te Reo Māori, we say, kua haere, he's gone.
He is gone. Batuambao with the try and the conversion, and just like that, we're all locked up at halftime. This is a good one. Game 2. Pasifika Youth Cup on Sky Sport. It's Fiji 12, Niue 12. Excellent first 30 minutes, first half between Fiji and Niue. Niue outscoring Fiji by 3 tries to 2. And it's the foot of Kami Ratuyambo who was keeping the Fijians involved. But that's the first try, and that's just raw power from Ben Penny. And then we saw this, Hone, in the first half, Fiji recognising the space that is available and behind and finding that land as well. And we said it before, we'll say it again for the final time. You give a Fijian open space and they're out of here. That was a great finish as well there by Masiri, and that's the first of their 2 tries.
The impressive part was that Fiji strategised to try that kick time and time again. By the 3rd time, they were able to equalise off that opportunity and scoring 2 tries from kicks. So well done to the Fijian side. And Niue, for Niue being able to draw back and lock it up at 12-all before half-time. Oh, it's been awesome. It's been awesome here at the Pasifika Youth Cup.
Saw nice hands there by Kohiva to put Filippo in for his try. And then this is just straight acceleration from Jericho Filippo Tarisao, just splitting the gap. And this here, it wasn't planned.
No. This is that penalty that didn't make it out. The bounce of the ball, the offload, and again, space with the Fijian. Kwahaide, he's gone.
It was great. The smile as well. Loving, nice flourish at the end. Although a bit slow to get back up. So, 12-all as we prepare for the start of the second half. If you're Fiji, Hone Rapana, you'd be feeling okay considering that Niue really controlled early on the energy and the momentum of that game.
Well, if I was Fiji, I'll be responding the exact way that Niue did in the first half. Aggression, energy, attitude, it all needs to come into play. What we did see, though, was a patient game played by the Fijians. But what happened was they got a bit too comfortable being patient, being casual.
What, though, if you're Danny Bernard, coach of Niue? First of all, you got to be stoked with that first 30 minutes. The challenge now simply, gentlemen, I would like you to do that for another 30 minutes, please.
As simple as it could be. That's exactly what they want to do. However, they want to do a little bit more because finishing 12-all isn't the desired result that Niue be going for. But you've got to be impressed with Niue. The crew in the background, the management team, the display of passion by these young men. It's really, really showed and reflected in how they're holding themselves in this game.
Now, we better explain the point scoring system for the next 2 days leading into finals on Sunday. So there'll be a playoff between the 2 third teams in the Championship and the Premiership. Championship final, Premiership final on Sunday. But these games actually do matter. Points are allocated based on the results.
Yeah. 3 points for win, 2 for draw, 1 for loss, and 0 by default. And so if we're talking about the table at the moment, of course, Tonga will be on top, taking out their first game between Tonga and Cook Island. But here we go, it's the second half.
So now it is Niue running left to right on your screen.
He's a special player, that winger there, Augustino Filippo.
Yeah, Augustine Filippo, one of the standouts for Niue in the first half. Tony
does his job.
There's Shane Bacon. He really strikes as that emotional spark for Niue. Taking it to the line, looking another cutback ball, and it brings nice meters for Niue. Folomo Kamutoa on the carry. It's a nice little snipe by Malakai Tony, just short of the 30 Niue. Lost a bit of momentum there as they look to work wide. And we see Nathan Cassidy Natano, who's on.
Referee calls 5th and final. Great kick. Yep.
Going to the outside.
Easily and an offload.
Good elevation.
No, referee calls penalty. Players went behind the kicker.
Bit of concern here as well for Malakai Thama, the Fijian centre. We're hoping it's nothing more than cramp, is it? My concern was he went down and just clutched at the knee, and in and around those areas you start thinking ACLs and PCLs and all myriad of other ligaments, sinew that can go ping, ping, ping. Thankfully it does look as though it's nothing more than cramp.
And you have a bit of time today to to repair that. As we said, Fiji's next game is tomorrow, taking on the Tonga development squad. But back to it now, 12 all, 28 minutes remaining. Niue, Fiji with the ball in hand.
So they're just running straight and hard. Salambao. Good carry to the 40. See the red line, delineating any drop goals from behind their runes too. Running back on the angle again. We've seen a lot of that today. Looking to go wide. Salambao again, working left edge.
Kama calling for the ball. Speaking of good playmaker, Kama.
Oh, he's tough for a starter. Toyano with a carry. That's Jafika.
Free.
Saying he's lost that one. We see he's actually now looking at the calf there as we see Thama slowly limping off. Saw AJ Jones of Tonga, the standouts for that particular side, just leave just prior to half time of that contest. Game 1 won by Tonga over the Cook Islands. We've got all 12 games for you on Sky Sport over the next 3 days. Next up after this one, New Zealand Māori, Aotearoa Māori versus the Tongan development side. It gets underway just after 1 o'clock. Niue in the blue attacking. Just good straight muscly meters there.
But that's exactly what Niue's been doing today. As long as their forwards are able to set their platform, they've been playing off the back of it with the quick play the ball speed.
Kohiva, Malakai Tony.
There he goes again.
Found it quite interesting, and they've got a great 1-2 punch when it comes to dummy half. You can take off Taisone Siali or Nessie and you bring on a guy like Malakai Tony. We've already seen, take advantage. Great little inside ball back, finding Castinetano.
Backdoor play, that one. One of the old touch moves.
This out wide and straightening up to the 20. Player, a bit of issue in the back play there. That actually looks like it could be Atuiambao. It'll be a bit of concern for Fiji. Still going, a kick. It's not what Wairehu wanted.
Didn't quite execute that one well.
Here comes Salambiao. Gee, he gets through some work so far, hasn't he, Waisaki?
He has. Took two hit-ups in the previous set for Fiji.
Kama goes wide. Carry just short of the 30-metre mark, still in Fijian territory.
Fiji looking a little bit flat with their forwards coming onto the ball. Referee identifies a knock-on.
Player a little bit slow to get to his feet here. Good concern being shown there as well by Alize Folomo Kamotoa from Niue in jersey number 13.
Great display of sportsmanship there. It is a battle out on the field, however. Player well-being is the priority.
And the clock stops, and rightfully so, as that young man has taken a shot. As we let him gather himself and recover, as the two teams will take on some more fluid as well on a warm day on the North Shore of Auckland. QB Stadium in Albany, looking resplendent.
It's a great field out there, Nigel. I walked across this morning. Amazing, wonderful feeling out there.
There's Josefa Toyano. Brother is in the 13 jersey, Jafika Toyano. So they're taking the player off, and we'll take plenty of time here before play resumes. I was just in the background, I was a little bit concerned watching Ratu Mbao, the standoff for Fiji. Just looked as though he was holding almost his stomach at one point there, but he seems to have shaken off whatever was ailing him. And the change is made. It looks as though it's actually Malakai Thama that's coming back on. I mean, we saw wandering off before. We'll just confirm that. Big shock of peroxide blonde here.
Got that kick-out look. Viliami kick-out look.
Yeah, actually, I think that might be just Salam Biao just coming back in. He might have just ducked off to get a little bit of fluid. So they continue to work down this right-hand side, do Niue. Tony. Ball up there for Itutu Davis.
One thing Niue is doing really well is running in pairs, having numbers around the ball.
Oh, no chance there for Malakai Tony, but a little bit too keen there, I think, from... Actually, that's Imosi. Ravose, I think, is it? Ravose? Yes, it is.
Not square that time.
Tony with the short ball. Saw Bacon. That's high. Usai Aria. You straight away. Now, organising. Saw Bacon's ready to go again. Short ball from Shane to the line.
Well rewarded. Well rewarded. Putting his hand up. Looking the defensive line in the eye. I've got this run. Try time.
So Bacon goes back to back and gets the scoring underway in the second half. There he is. This one here, just what? Yeah, give it. Give it, he says. Yep. And just takes bodies with him.
There was no stopping him. He was so determined there. The contact was just that, just contact, but it didn't rattle him, didn't store him. Try time for Niue.
They take the lead back with the kick to come at 16-12. This is the, you'd have to say, the easier of the conversions for Niue. They've scored 4 tries. They were unable to convert the first 3. Can Filippo give them the full allotment? No, he can't. The head drops. They're doing it in lots of 4s.
Points differential comes to mind.
I think points differential. You can also just think as well, just points in the competition. Look at Fiji with 2 tries, both converted. Maratuambao. 16-12. Still just under 23 minutes to go. There's Niue, who strike first in the second half as they did in the first. Kama, a little bit shorter. That ball bouncing around and fortuitously for Filippo, you'd have to say on it. You hear the chatter coming in once again. Little inside ball, a bit messy there. Inesietu. Short ball. Carried by Falomo Kamutoa. Nice steady play there from Alizé. Now a bit of energy coming in terms of the carry. That ball though, been stripped. Referee Rasmussen happy with it.
No dummy half there for Niue, but they scoop from there. No markers for Fiji.
Oh, gee, that's easy meters. And the offload as well as they get that one away to Talisi. Or play it down here for Fiji as well. Malakai Tony very concerned straight away. I think he's been impacted too. He drops straight to the ground as well as referee Rasmussen goes over to check.
Getting a bit physical out there for our boys as well as the weather.
The medical staff come on, and I suspect we'll have a bit of a break in play here. I do hope that player see that the chest is heaving, so getting the oxygen into the body, and the medical staff there and just giving him time. There is
seems to be quite a bit of concern around him. He hasn't got off the floor yet.
Malakai Tony makes his way off. Now we're just seeing out a shot that he's getting to his knees and sitting down, and that's good to see. He has taken a pretty significant blow there. They'll give this player all the time they need.
Yep.
You see his teammates sitting around getting some more fluids in. Remember, it was 12 all at half time. 3 tries to Niue in the first half, but all of them unconverted. 2 tries to Fiji, and they were both able to add the extras. Niue opening the scoring in the second. You see Fijian team there. Well, they've already lost a player.
Concerns for Fiji, though. This is their second player that's gone down in this match. It's their first game. However, time on their side with only 1 game today.
So that is Pasifika Toirano. It is Toirano. It's Pasifika. The 2 brothers, Josefa. It's Pasifika that is going off, and very slowly. And we wish the best for that gentleman. So there is a 22-man squad, a 17 named for each game. Already you've lost in this game for Fiji a couple of players, 2 head knocks. Of course, very strict rules with regards to the concussion protocols. Nice round of applause you hear in the background as Toiano makes his way to the sideline. Niue look to attack again. A little dab in behind here, and that's taken nicely. Maiseri, one of the try scorers for Fiji. Fielded out very well as Daniela. Fiji. Just a little bit of down on energy. Kama, nice inside ball. This man doesn't have any issues with energy at all. This is a great breakout from Fiji as they look to go back inside once again. Beautiful play, takes them all the way up. They need a quick play the ball, and they get one. Want to go wide.
Bit more energy on the ball now from Fiji. Bring it back to the middle. No, those holes close.
There was a lot involved in that play, Hono, but they end up in the same spot, still on halfway, just on the other side of the field. But again, we said they were lacking a little something. Now they've found it again. Yep. Aria. He carries to the 40.
Great numbers in the tackle from Niue. Referee Vigo Rasmussen calls 15 final.
Scooped up. Oh, Kama's done really well here. Charged down, scooped up by Koheva. Nice work by Sphinx. Niue again turn.
They're going to start running up in their pairs here again, Niue.
They are very bunched in the field. As you see, you heard the call from Onerapana. You see them working in lots of 2s, sometimes even 3s. Now they're a bit more spread out as they approach the 30. Showing. Vahakolo for Fita. Josiah to play the ball on the 20.
A little bit flat now from the Niue inside.
Bacon though.
Final.
Look at that good carry though by Saw Bacon up to the 10. Last tackle option. Oh, frustrating. Axel Ray.
They were evenly matched out here too.
Finisietu, Axel Ray there on your screen. Axel Ray Finisietu. Actually, no, excuse me. Kaifasachi Warehu in jersey 7. It wasn't the one. My apologies to the Finisietu family. Fiji now. It's just settled down.
Yeah.
The 2 teams now know they're in the grind, and now a penalty against Niue, and they're going to give an easy out for Fiji. It's almost like both these teams now, Hone, realise we're in a game. This is the grind. We've now got just on 19 minutes to go on this one, and we're going to need to use all 19 minutes and be on for all 19 minutes to get what we want. Oh, and they mistouch again, Fiji. Filippo, Agostino Filippo still going. You can see why the Warriors snapped him up quick to their development program, and now piggyback again. Penalty in their favour. Saudi Onisi coming back on. We saw Makatoni leave. Taking it to the line.
Great
still
run.
going, still going.
Quick play the ball. Here we go. Scoop from
Nessie
dummy
here too,
half.
scoop. Oh, that's awesome. Cialio Nessie, and he plants
grabs
it.
Yep. All off the back of that quick play to ball. Something that Niue has been really demonstrating well today. Running in their pairs, but off the back of their run is the quick play to ball for their dummy half to scoot and go.
Taisone Cialio Nessie with the try. It's their 5th. It was a good scoop, but there was a bit to do.
He had his work cut out for him. However, Fiji just weren't able to line up against him. 3 in the tackle, he still plants the ball. Great job.
And extends the advantage. It's now gone from 4 to 8. That's going to be the biggest lead of the game to this point. Change of goal kicker as well as Elize Folomo Kamotoa. Lock Ford takes over the kicking duties for Niue.
How amazing it would be if this Niue side stuck it out together, represented Niue at the Rugby League World Cup.
Well, that's how these things start. And that's what you want to see. And it's, as we see the kick, and that one's been dragged away. I say this is the whole reason why the collective that we've spoken about has been put together. I can tell you right now, the Niuean community, they would be there with bells on.
They would be.
They would
Very
be there with
rare
bells
to
on.
see Fiji in this position.
Down by 8, benefiting by the goal kicking woes that have affected Niue. It's amazing what you can build. I go back, I'm going to use a different sport, Iceland. Iceland were a team that came out of nowhere and was like, where's this Iceland team came from? They got together as 16s and then they kept advancing all the way through and up. And next thing you know, they're causing chaos and mayhem at a European Football Championship.
And that's
Sewer
the
bacon.
pathway, the opportunity.
That's what it's all about. And what they're doing, even though they're 18 years of age, and there's a mistake here, but even at 18 years of age, there are going to be some people who are going to be watching this contest, some young people watching this, of Niuean descent. They'll be going, I could be wearing that blue jersey trimmed with yellow. That could be me. That's how these things start. This is, again, what the collective wants to try and do.
In the previous years, to have Fetu Samoa take on the Niuean side as well in the women's game. But now that we've got the under-18s, now that we've got the Pacific Youth Cup, ample opportunities.
It was meant to be a tournament on a much larger scale, but we all know the reason why that is not able to take place. But it is still great that these young men have the opportunity over the course of the next 3 days. Fiji. There's Kama dancing, offloading. So close.
This could change the game if Fiji score here.
Want to come away.
A little bit too early off the line there with Niue, but no.
Come up, throwing back. Come away to come up.
He's a danger weapon here, look.
Oh, here we go. He has been one of their standouts all day. And Waisake Salambiao gets his reward. And he says, let's get back to halfway. There's 15 minutes left. Someone kick a conversion and let's go again.
There it is. There's the footy IQ.
That's just nice. In good speed, accelerating. Waisake Salambiao. Nice fend. Head back. Wind blowing the blonde hair backwards as well. What a great image. And he knew straight away, yep, I've scored. There's my moment. Get back. Let's go again. Big kick coming here as well. New kicker as well. Bonga kick out. It's going to take over the goal kicking. It has been their strength to this point. Both tries have been converted. Takes over from Duyambal. Moves back, strikes. Is it coming? No, it's the first miss. But Fiji, just like that, are back within 4. We got us a beaut here at the moment.
We're locked up at half-time. 12-all. Halfway through the second half, 20 points to 16. Niue over Fiji, but looks like Fiji's doing the comeback.
Well, it's taking a bit of time here. Filippo restarts. Fiji to carry back. Bounce their way through. That was Viliami Vave.
Plenty of time left in this one.
Aria favours that right edge side, does Aria. Just trying to accelerate. Songa carrying that one.
One thing that tends to play against you when you're out there, Nigel, is the stoppages of play. You tend to build momentum, but once that stoppage of play comes through player injury or so on, it really does shift the momentum of the game again.
Come up, finding space, but this one here has bounced very favourably for Filippo Talisao. Actually, no, it wasn't. Excuse me, that was Azarius Niue, who was back there, the left winger. You can hear a lot more volume starting to come, and a lot of that's coming from the sidelines now. Coaching staff. Player stays down. Saki Salambiao showing immediate concern. Slowly getting back to his feet. Still on 11.5 to play. Niue with a 4-point edge. Fiji. Well, we saw earlier when they had a player down, they were just sort of standing around. Now you see, well, you see at the moment, Niue, who've been getting into a huddle a lot, but Fiji also not too far away from this, standing in a huddle. We didn't see that earlier on. There they are.
Well, it's all being led by the try scorer, Waisake Salumbai. He's really taken the lead on this team and said, bring it in together. We need to start finishing off this game. Finish strong, finish well. Very
animated. There you see him again leaning in, that mop of blonde here, slightly lower than the other mop of blonde here, which belongs to Malakai Thama, the centre. And straight away he's over there. He's like, you're right there, my man.
One of the danger men for the Niue side too, Agostino Filippo.
So Leonesi gets this ball away. Tufolomo Kamutoa. He's wrestled to the ground. And just a little bit too much energy there from Fiji. Understand what Aria was trying to do. And now Niue just taking their time. It's good game management as Wairehu comes over.
We need a bit of input here for the Niuean side from Ben Penny. A little bit quiet in the second half. However, once he gets his hands on the ball, it's chaos from the Niuean side.
Well, first carry is going to come to Zachariah Stevenson. Goes well, gets up, goes again now. They've got him to the ground and he wants a quick play the ball. And this is when Niue's at their best with pace, working off some ruck speed. Come away, left. Oh, Finocieto, has he got there?
Looks like.
And another player goes down for Fiji. Axelray Finocieto has come through and another player's gone. And they're grasping their head. They've already lost a couple of Fiji. They're down medical staff over there as we have a look. Through the dummy, Wentz. Or friendly fire. So that's a clash. It's nice. It is a good finish, but it was friendly fire. I think we'll see it's Viliami Vaive. Actually, no, it's not. It's Atuimbite. It's come down. And it was Bongi Kikau. That's the head clash. I'll say nice work by Axel Ray Finocieto to get the ball over and just establish that 8-point margin back for. Well, this is a bit concerning for Fiji. So it's a 22-man squad. By my count, Tone, that could be either 3 or possibly even 4. It's only 3. Thought one was a bit concerned, maybe kick out might join the sideline.
Well, he's left the field now, Boogie kick out. And if that's 4 off the Fijian side, their squad is really limited now. But as mentioned earlier, Nigel, their next game is tomorrow. Fiji take on Tonga Development, with their final game happening at 5 p.m. tomorrow as they meet the Cook Islands. So there's a bit of time there for these players to prepare themselves, ready for the next games.
The thing is, though, this is concussion we're talking about. We know there's that regimented processes. We have yet another Niue goal kicker. That one there drifts away again.
Too right, Nigel. And if it is the concussion, I'm so grateful that Rugby League has been looking at player welfare in that space. Where it's no longer a matter of hardening up, but being smarter about how we look after ourselves out there.
So it is now 24-16. So the 8-point margin is re-established for Niue.
Oh no, Boogie Kikau still out there, the number 14 for Fiji. But here we go, Niue now. 25 metres off the first hit up.
Well, this one now just comes down to game management. Just under 9 minutes to go. 2 30-minute halves, and there's Sua Bacon with the offload, and it falls nicely for Sialia Nesi. Now an offload for Filippo, who's lurking around as well.
Referee calls back to 1. Ball was touched by a Fijian player.
Nesietu gets the offload there, trying to get their hands free and going. That is the man that Hone Rapana wanted to get involved in, Ben Penny. Niue got a nice roll going at the moment. Shrugs off one.
Ben Penny play the ball.
Tulisi. It's just all flowing the way of Niue at the moment. In a normal situation, you might take a shot for goal in tournament play. Don't think that's going to happen. 8.5 to go at the Lucy.
Well, it hasn't been Niue's strength today, the kicking.
5 tries, no conversions. If you win in lots of 4, they'll take it. Short-handed Fiji. Saw Bacon. Plays the ball on the 10-metre mark. They come back centre field. Oh, good bump, good strength. Zachariah Stevenson, and that should be it. With just under 8 minutes to go. 30 points to 16.
He had no right in any way to score that try, but he got over there. Amazing work from the back row for the Niue side. Fiji. Fatigue kicking in. Must have been a late start this morning with 11 a.m. kickoff for them.
Here we see Zachariah Stevenson ounces out of 1. He's got bodies on them, but good strength. Goes through, kick out.
He took 3 over with them. Had no right to score this try in any way. Look, power, determination, strength. Attributes of a Niuean.
Well, looks as though that Jericho Filippo Talisau's last miss was close enough to earn him another crack in what's really become sort of like a goal-kicking version of Who Wants to Be a Pop Star. It's almost like Who Wants to Be a Goal Kicker for Niue. They've rolled through a few. Filippo's missed a couple. So we have sort of thrown into that mix there. Jericho Filippo Talisau. Alize Folomo Kamotoa. They've got one. Finally the full allotment.
There's a roar from the crowd to acknowledge that one.
So the thumbs up. Niue. 13 points to 16, the advantage over Fiji. So Fiji having lost 3 players to head knocks. So that means only a one-man bench. Fiji to restart off the right boot of Kikau. Under 6 to go. Venezietu. Taken down. Short of the 20. Bacon. Gee, what a workhorse he is.
Busy all day. Danny Bernard will be happy with his gameplay today.
Yeah, it's just, again, lack of discipline, lack of game sense. It's tough at the moment, as I say. There's unlimited interchanges, but when you lose 3 players, can't bring them on. That interchange and the unlimitedness all of a sudden becomes incredibly limited. This is the one thing we know, though. This is Fiji. This is Fiji. Don't give them a sniff. Probably said, oh, at 14 points, oh, that probably puts it away. I forgot who I was talking about. Fiji could probably score.
That's right.
3 and 5 in less than 5 minutes. They're going to have to as Niue go flying in with another big, deep run.
Comes Ben Penny. Oh, intercepted there.
Stepping in. Was that there? It was. Waisake Salambia, who has been an absolute standout for Fiji. The man with the shock of blonde hair in the second row. He's been impressive. They want to come back towards that left edge where he's been doing most of the operating. Go out to the right. Stop. No momentum there. Kick out. They bring up Senamula from fullback. The rangy number 1 is dragged to the ground, but only on the 30. Oh, it's into space again. Guess who?
Bounces the ball.
Salambiao pins the ears back.
Gone, eh?
He's got some wheels. Can they track him across and get him? No, they
gone.
can't. Waisake Salambiao. 30-20, 3.5 to go, Hone.
Yep, 5 tries in under 3 minutes.
Well,
but he's been a standout player for them today. Absolutely everywhere, Waisake Salabia.
Well, one thing, I don't know if that one was by design, but the one thing with the Fijian kicking game is that they have seemed to find open space. And as soon as you find open space and you let that ball bounce, given the oval shape of that particular thing, you just know it can go anywhere, and that's just set up. And then this is just gorgeous athleticism, the lovely running style, gets the fend out nice and early. And Augustino Filippo is never going to cut him down. New goal kicker. How many goal kickers have we seen in this game? Mbula. Oh, that one's carving back.
Great
curve. That's a peach of a kick.
Great kick, Senibula.
It was low. It was almost like a lovely struck, sort of faded 3-iron. 30-22. Oh.
Danger man taking time off the field.
Salambia. Oh, I hope that's nothing too serious. They don't need to lose another one, especially that man, who has been outstanding. Waisake Salambia, he scored 2 tries. He's been active and defensively. He's been a leader, really trying to fire his team up, bringing them in. Fiji down by 8. If they went the length of the field inside this final 90 seconds, it'll be an interesting wee finish to this one. And you ain't going to back against them. A little bit of a juggle there. Niue know as well they've got to be right defensively. Very deliberate in setting the line.
Special play from David Kama. Special play.
We're down under 90 seconds to go on this one. Going on that ball. Ravelsite. Mosi Ravelsite. Plays. And to come wide, here comes Kama. Gets the offload.
That's that special play.
It's kick out.
We're going to go
Gets
the length.
this one away, and another offload. Kick out taken down.
Penalty. Minute to go.
Only 60. They've got to score twice. No time to dilly-dally here. Looking for touch. Do they find it? Yes, they do. They'll want their ball placed quickly. Clock tick-tocking away. They want it quick. They need to get organised. Malakai Thama looking for the ball.
Oh,
now he gets it. That's eaten about 20 seconds on it.
Yeah.
Viliami Vave. Oh!
Great opportunity for a quick tap.
And this is time that Fiji don't have.
No. Looks like we're going to go into the final play of the game.
Well, they've chipped into the corner. Oh, I think he's put it dead in goal. And that's going to be the end of the game. Niue.
What a performance. What a display. They started from their cultural performance, Niue. Carried it right through to the game.
30-22.
Look at the fatigued Fijians. They gave it their all today. Down by 3 players on the bench.
Well, they've only got the one game today. They would have come here wanting to get the job done in terms of a victory, and they haven't. It has been Niue. Deserved winners by a scoreline of 30-22. Earlier today, Tonga with the victory 36-4 over the Cook Islands. Next game up is at 1 o'clock. It is New Zealand Māori, Aotearoa Māori, taking on Tongan Development. Join us back here on Sky Sport for Game 3, Day 1, Pacific Youth Cup 2022.